Welcome back to the Thanksgiving Tournament Expert Division qualifying round, hole number 9. Here we got, probably the worst win we can get on hole number 9, but we're still going to give you a shot at the Albatross. Playing free to play sniper bounce up shot over on the left hand side. With that being said, I recommend playing this with a wind 4 or a wind 5 ball, just to give you a better chance at dropping the Albatross. So what we're doing is setting up using the left rough as our reference. So APOC 5 and 6, you'll have 2/3 of the white ring in the left rough. APOC 7 is 1/3 of the white ring in the left rough. And APOC 8 is white ring touching the left rough. And that's all at the top of the +7. All right, so top of the +7. 6 top spin, 3 right spin. The adjustment is P3 plus 10% max. It's no curl full OP unless you're using a Kingmaker here. If you're using a Kingmaker and you have winds above 8 miles an hour, then you need to use baby right curl, like a quarter ball right curl, so that the outside, the right hand side of your ball is in line with the right side of the shot circle at full OP. And that's only in high winds, 8 plus. So you get more wind push, you come closer to the rough and closer to the rocks on the left. So if you don't use a little bit of right curl on that shot, then it's not great left safe, especially if you get like a king wind. Here's my recommendation for this one. So what we're doing is setting up at the top of the +7. Even with a wind 4 ball, we're always pulling into overpower. We're playing a full overpower shot, but because we're always pulling into overpower, if you're going to use, say, a P4 wind 4 ball, or you want to use a P5 wind 4 ball to give you the slowest possible needle, then you're going to need to set up with your P3 ball, adjust with your P3 ball, then switch to your P4 or 5 ball, then play full OP and play the same shot. Just make sure that whatever ball you swap to has the same wind resistance as the ball you adjusted for. So if you're adjusting with a wind 4, don't switch to a luminary. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're getting the right wind resistant ball to match. If you don't have a P3 and a P4 or 5 that match wind resistance that'll work for you, then just do an extra ball swap. Start with the ball you want to play, then switch to get your wind, switch to any P3 ball, adjust for the wind that you got, and then switch back, all right? Just make sure that you're switching balls after you adjust. That way, you're always using the same amount of overpower every time. If you set it up with a P5 at the +7, when you adjust, you're not going to pull into overpower. It's not going to pull it back towards the tee. And if you play it full overpower, you're going to end up going long. So just keep that in mind. Drives here have been everywhere from 372 to 381 on average, depending on wind strength, how much OP you pull into. If your winds are 8 plus, I want to show you this real quick before I move on. Your ball, the right side of your ball is going to be in line with the right edge of the shot circle, basically. Quarter ball to curl, right? That's what we're looking for, only in winds 8 mile an hour or above. for the approach shot, I'm playing this at P3, 0% elevation at slider. We're using drive yards to determine slider values here. Because of the way that pad is that we're shooting to, the ball tends to stay right along the same line. So we're able to use drive yards here, and we don't have to try and count rings and figure out slider values. I'm always using the same spin set here. 0.2 top spin, 1.5 left spin. I'm always setting up with the tip of my ball guide just going to the back of the cup or into the center cup or touching the back of the cup. Second bounce should always be before the green. And you're going to want to pull this one as straight as possible. If you pull this with too much 01, you'll miss it to the left. You pull with too much 59, you'll miss it to the right. It is a tough wind. You know, trying to play low-level shots with a P3 ball, it's not the easiest. So practice it a couple times. There is a good opportunity here. Worst case scenario, it's an easy eagle. For the approach shot, we're using overpower based on wind strength. So if your winds are in the 6s, you'll use just before circle drop OP. Winds in the 7, I'm playing circle drop OP. Winds in the 8s, I'm doing just before circle break OP. And then winds in the 9s or the very high 8s, I'm playing circle break OP. Slider values, drive yard slider values are as follows. 372 is 80, 373 is 77 slider, 374 is 75, 375 is 73 slider, 376 is 70, 377, 67, 378 is 65 slider, 379 is 63, 380 is 60, 381 is 57, 382 is 55. You should be between those, and if you're not, it's plus or minus 2.5% per ring or per plus yard or drive yard, shorter or longer. So, with that being said, practice this one a couple times. Give yourself a good chance at the drop, and I hope you get it. So, good luck, everyone. Take care. Go forth. Kick much ass, and then we'll catch you on the next round.